So I mean, it's very interesting. Like the independent games movement is about this individuality, and we've schemes talking about individuality, and this is 30, 40 years ago. The games industry actually rallied to help me, and it took me 5 years of shaking hands and meeting people, and people genuinely just thinking I'm a worthwhile individual, and then thinking what I'm doing is worthwhile to like support me on Twitter. Like 30% of my funds came from Twitter, and that's kind of interesting. So if this is something people are doing with nothing, then why can't they do it with the ubiquity of technology and everything? And then there brings up these issues like, is it technology? Like, is it knowledge? And technology is kind of an interesting thing because there's a statistic that there's about 1 million people living in public housing in New York, and less than half of them have a computer, and less than half of them have an internet connection. But on the converse side, like Latinos are considered to be they consider themselves to be the most, the biggest early adopters of new technology and the games platforms. We have new games platforms coming out, and if you have 50% of the population that buys is Black and Latino people, you have PS4, Xbox One, all these systems are coming out, they're going to people's homes, and you're just wondering, why do people not know that they can do this? And I think that's a really big thing, because there's a lot of aspects of game creation that's kind of stupid. There's the tools, like the tools are called Game Maker and Construct 2 and Unity and Twine and Unreal Engine, and they all sound very fake, and there's not any, people just pretty much just talk within a vacuum. They don't actually try to reach out to anybody. And then there's also the idea of social mores, like are people just told actively, I feel like in a lot of families you're told that go get a real job, be a civil service person. If you go to New York, I mean, a large majority of civil service government jobs are all like Black and Latino people, and it's very confusing to me. And then I hit the ground running at the Game Developers Conference, where I was talking to a lot of people, reconnecting with people who didn't even know that I was doing it. Yeah. And then people were like, "Oh, hey, you did that? I'm sorry it failed, man." Totally reach out to me. So then I was like on Facebook and emailing people just to see like what they would do, and because I didn't really expect much, maybe like $20, $30, and some people would throw $500 on it because they're successful people who pull a 6-figure, and then some people who are same exact VPs of companies would throw $12 down and be like, "Hope it makes it." And so it was all about like this door-to-door, like Facebook, GChat, LinkedIn, like messaging people. I'm just gonna skip past some stuff, and it's interesting because stuff like music and sports are considered to be those are the art forms, and games, things that you can do. Video games sound kind of stupid, but even in music we have this thing where people pretty much have this stay in your place mentality.
I know. I was just looking.
One more. Tighter. Come on, guys. We're all friends here, right? All right. Good enough. Next.